Hi everyone, it's Dee here. I was just asked to tell people why I came to live in Bagot community. So it's an Indigenous community in Darwin in the Northern Territory. And I've lived up here for nearly 10 years. And the Lord really put my heart towards Indigenous people. And I used to come here to visit the little church sometimes, and I met a lady who'd lost a baby named Trina, and she was wonderful enough to invite me to come and live with her, to keep her company while she recovered from the death of her little baby. And I've been here for just over a year. And when I first came here, I had all these ideas and I had all these judgments really about how they lived and what they did, and that I knew a good way, like the good way to live. But I came in gently and low. So I came in low and I came in to learn, and the Lord told me, don't do anything for a year and don't say anything. I'm so glad he did that, or I could have caused so much offense because I had no idea. I really had no idea. And I've come in to understand, and I'm not here to minister. I'm not here to tell them, the people here, what to do. I'm here to love and to become family. And that's what the Lord wanted to do. So he was showing me a different way. So I know in the years of like missions, I've heard that people say that it's better to go and teach people to fish than to give them fish, because then they will learn how to feed themselves and they can provide for themselves and not be dependent on you. But I am seeing a totally different way now, that I'm going in there, and I really believe that if you're going on a mission trip, that it's good to go in there and ask them to teach you to fish. Don't you come in with your ways, even holding them in your heart and in your thoughts of the way that they should do things. Come in and find out, how do they do things, and what's the way that God is speaking to them to do things? What's the way that God is speaking to them to run a church, to run prayer meetings, to worship, to evangelize? And that is really my heart. And it really hurts my heart. You know, I see so many white people coming in to communities, wanting to do things their way, run their programs, do their events. And that's not the way the Lord is doing it right now. Because I know the Indigenous, it's been said the revival is coming from the Indigenous, and I agree with that in Australia. That doesn't mean that we come and make it happen, or that we tell them, come in and kickstart it and get it moving or do it our way. No, we come to them and we find out what God is speaking to them in their hearts. I remember doing mission training, and Heidi Baker said, don't you dare think that you're bringing Jesus into the community. Jesus is already there. He's already there. And she had always said, go low. We go low and humbly, and we respect the elders in the community and the church elders, and we come under them. Actually, we need permission from them to come in, and we need to be working under them, that they are teaching us. It's such a beautiful place to be, and to see the way that they work. I've seen some beautiful things in Bagot community. I love the way that they do family. You know, when there are children who are struggling, the parents are struggling, all the family will gather round and support them, and they'll share share the custody so the child can stay with the parents, and so that child can have the best upbringing and life. They do family really well, and that's the way that I feel like God is bringing this next revival, that he's bringing it through family. Not, I loved these like big events and loud worship and people running down the front to give their lives to Jesus. That's wonderful. But here it's happening in a different way. It might be quiet, it might be slow, might be slower than what I want, might be slower than what other people want. But it's built on the rock and it's built on the word, and we're not actually after people to run up and say, yes, I give my life to Jesus. Because actually what I've seen is Indigenous people do that all the time. But it's about walking that out and discipleship. So that's why we're having Bible study and we're praying every night here in Bagot. We have prayer meetings and we're really encouraging people to come to the Bible studies and really put in that solid foundation. And that's the thing that's going to change their lives. So bless you and thank you for listening to me.